In August 2023, Litecoin will be experiencing its third halving event, undergoing a 50% reduction in the amount of newly minted Litecoins. At the moment, 12.5 Litecoins are issued every 2.5 minutes, on average. After the halving, the 12.5 will be reduced to 6.25 Litecoins. This is an historic event that will occur every 4 years until eventually there will be no more Litecoins left to mine. This feature is ingrained into Litecoin's code. Simply put, it is Litecoin's monetary policy. The halving may present itself as a breath of fresh air to investors, many of whom have been affected by unreliable and inconsistent monetary policy in their home countries. In particular, countries such as Argentina, Turkey and Lebanon, to name a few, whose local currency have been greatly devalued and purchasing power diminished. Historically, human error has been one of the greatest contributors to the collapse of currencies. Most, if not all, countries have established a sticky collaboration between their local politics and large national banks, influencing decisions that, for example, might be in the best interest of a ruling party in a specific moment, but likely isn't the best long-term economic decision. Unfortunately, acts such as these occur quite frequently and often in private. Imagine a president wanting to boost the economy before his next re-election, only for that decision to be one that brings long-term consequences to the local currency. This has occurred throughout history and has worsened after the separation of money from physical backings such as gold, allowing for a more easily manipulated currency. For example, the creation of more money, say to fund a war, leads to an increase in the supply of it, often resulting in its devaluation, and as a result, that money not buying you the same amount of real-world goods and services you were previously able to. The 4-year halving is essentially a demonstration that there is in fact a way to have a consistent and transparent monetary policy, not to mention one that over time becomes less inflationary and as a result more difficult for miners to obtain. Imagine gold and silver deposits around the world becoming depleted by 50% every 4 years. If demand for this persists or even increase, an upwards pressure on the price will occur. Historically, in regard to market action, the Litecoin halving has seemed to contribute to two notable events. First, a surge in price leading up to it, and second, a crypto bull market that ensues the years following, leading into Bitcoin's halving. History does not always repeat, but studying it may help establish a clearer path towards the future. On another note, Litecoin has already undergone two halving events, one in 2015 and the second in 2019. It's interesting to note that although block rewards had already been cut in half twice, miners have continued contributing hash rate to the network. Throughout uncertain global economic times, it's impossible to say what will happen next. But at the moment, one thing is definite. Litecoin's halving schedule is set in stone and it will immediately become more difficult obtaining new Litecoins. At the moment, approximately 73 million Litecoins out of the total of 84 million have already been mined, with the remaining being distributed at a slower rate over the following decades. The third halving is estimated to take place at the very beginning of August 2023. This event will continue repeating every 4 years throughout our lifetime, and if you are here, you are at the inception of this multi-decade process.